Hey guys, it's Helen. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hello, hi, welcome. As you probably read by the title, today I'm going to give you guys concert ticketing tips. I feel like it's the perfect time to release this because my old Stray Kids are going on tour and tickets drop this Friday. A lot of the questions under all of my concert videos is how did you get tickets? Wow, your seats are really good. And how do I also secure really close tickets? So I'm gonna give you guys all of my tips and tricks. I am the designated ticketing friend, and let me give you my stats, okay? I've been to 27 concerts, 17 being K-pop concerts and 10 being regular Western artists. So yeah, I've been to a lot of concerts, and if you wanna see those videos, it'll be up here where I'll leave my playlist of all of the K-pop concerts I've ever been to. Okay, so now we got that out of the way. Let's talk about ticketing. Where does one get tickets? There are a number of ways you can get tickets. When I say the best thing to do is the second your faves drop that concert announcement, read those posts, click the links, see where they go. You're gonna wanna do some research because although the main three that I know of are Ticketmaster, AXS, and Live Nation, sometimes tickets are sold on personal websites. For example, I'm going to use Stray Kids' upcoming tour as an example. Their Chicago date is going to be sold on the MLB website, which I have never experienced before and I've never seen before. But things like that, if you hadn't known, you would have checked Ticketmaster and you were like, where's the Chicago date? It's on the MLB website. So what you want to do is you want to do your research. And if you feel like you're reading the information and it's not making sense, there are designated TikTok influencers who break all of that information down and make it even clearer. So I would also do that. You just want to do research before the ticketing days. Now that you know that there's Ticketmaster, AXS, and Live Nation, what you want to do is follow them on their Instagrams. I follow Live Nation K-pop. They post all of the K-pop tours and information on ticketing and stuff like that, so I would also do that. It's the best way to get information. There's always information on Twitter. You want to check every site possible and read up on everything because 50% of the time there will be a pre-sale, and this is your best bet to get front row barricade tickets, okay? Listen to me, pre-sale. So when there's a pre-sale, most likely it's gonna be a membership kind of thing. So I'm gonna use Enhypen as an example. Every time I've ever secured an Enhypen ticket, which have always been my closest seats, I have gotten it because I had the membership. And so you're like, where do I get a membership? Not all groups have the same membership system because all of the Weverse artists, which would be Olive Hive, I know a lot of SM artists are on Weverse. You get your memberships through there. So I bought my Enhypen membership on the Weverse site in their community center, which is on an app on the phone. So once you get your membership, there will be a link for members to sign up for pre-sale. You're hoping that you get a code for the actual ticketing day. I'm now going to use Stray Kids as an example. They had a pre-sale sign up situation. Sign up through the link. You don't need to purchase a membership. You just sign up with your Ticketmaster account and then you just hope for the best, hope that you get your code. I'm currently still waiting for my code. So now that once you get your pre-sale out of the way, you want to check on that website every day because yes, they put out the dates for the shows, but once you click it, it just has a countdown to the pre-sale. The first couple of days that they put the dates up on the ticketing website, you won't be able to see a floor plan of the seating, but you want to check every day up until they do drop it, and that's when you're gonna start to plan. You want to have a game plan before going in. I know some people like to say that it's there's no point of a game plan, but there is. Trust me, there is, because the second you're in the queue and you're seeing tickets, your brain is everywhere. It's in fight mode, okay? So you want to have a plan. You want to look at that floor plan. You want to talk to your friends, figure out where you guys want to sit, figure out which sides your faves are standing on, because sometimes they have an extended stage, sometimes they don't. You get to know whether the floor is seating or standing or not, and that could be a deciding factor if you want to camp out or not, or just, you want to get a plan together. You want to be as prepared as you can be. Now we'll get into the Ticketmaster tips. This is just what I've done and that's worked for me. I know everyone else kind of has their own routine, but what I do know is you need good Wi-Fi. I feel like that's common sense. You need good Wi-Fi. You can actually test your Wi-Fi on websites and test how strong your Wi-Fi is. Maybe you want to go to a coffee shop, you want to go to a library or school's library, just like test it out, do these things days before, figure it out, because I believe that having strong Wi-Fi is what really gets you into the queue the quickest. Another thing is have multiple Ticketmaster accounts. This is super important because you cannot use the same Ticketmaster account on 5 different devices, all trying to get into the same show or stop. Ticketmaster will recognize that you are using the same account and will kick you out. The second that you get in, it'll detect, it will make you do the whole process. Make sure you have different accounts for different devices. Have your friends make accounts, have your friends do it with you, that sort of thing, especially if there is no pre-sale code. Like, I know that just general sale, you just want to have as many people trying for you, and like you want as many hands as possible. Sometimes I do know that the pre-sale code is shareable. It really depends. Like, I know the Enhypen one, I gave my sister my code and she used her account and I put in my code and it worked. So it worked in that case. I don't know if it works for everything. I wouldn't bank on it, is what I'm trying to say. Another tip is that, let's say it opens at 3 p.m. The tickets open up at 3 p.m. You want to be refreshing on that site 20 minutes before. I really think the sweet number is 14. It's like 14 minutes and like 30 seconds. It's something really specific like that. But you want to be on the site, have everything open like 20 minutes before, have everything open, and then you just keep refreshing because the waiting room will open. And I think like being in that waiting room is really essential. The waiting room will open and you want to join as soon as possible. You want to have there's going to be an authentication. You want to have your emails ready, like, or the phone number that you used, whichever like is linked to your account, you want to have that ready because it's going to ask that. And I feel like you just need to be as quick as possible to get in. Once you're in, you're going to be in the waiting room, which is essentially just like you're just waiting till that 3 o'clock basically. And this is where I'm going to give you 2 options, 2 different tips that I've heard. I am too scared to refresh, but let's say it strikes 3 o'clock. Ticketmaster won't automatically let you in at 3 o'clock unless you have the strongest Wi-Fi ever, because you are competing against everyone else and sometimes the site crashes. I know some people say that when it hits that 3 o'clock or whatever the time is, they refresh. To me, that's a bit scary, but I know a lot of people who do that and it works for them. So if there is, I actually recommend you trying an earlier stop, a stop that you know you're not going to do, especially if you're on the West Coast. Times for ticketing opens for different states. So let's say you are California, right? 3 p.m. It might say like, oh, New York 3 p.m. but that really is 12 o'clock for people who live in California. So you also want to make sure the time zone's correct. But for example, if you live in California and you just want to test out what works for you, try the New York stop 3 hours earlier and like see which like system works for you the best. Okay, and then the other scenario is that, like me, I just wait until it lets me in. Usually it'll let me in a minute later. And what I want to say is I think the sweet spot to get in is like 5 minutes. If you're in there less than 5 minutes, like, you're good. You have access to all the tickets in the world. I promise you, like, 5 minutes, if you get in within 5 minutes, like, you're good. I start to worry when it's like 15 minutes is when I start to worry, but we're not gonna talk about that yet. Once you get in and you see all the tickets and your game plan, you go straight for your game plan. You see that none of the tickets are there. Honestly, that's when you just start clicking the best ticket possible, right? Every site is different. So on Ticketmaster, the seats will be blue, right? That's regular seating, no perks. And then there will be the ones with the star. They're yellow and they're with the star. That means they're VIP. This is another thing you need to do. While you're doing your research, you want to make sure that you know all the different packages that are going on. So that is VIP, how many VIPs there are. Is there a VIP 1? Is there a VIP 2? What's the difference? A lot of the times there won't be a price let out. People won't know the price until the day of, which is unfortunate, but you want to make sure that's something you also take into consideration if you want to do the VIP, because that is what you'll probably have access to once you do the, once you're during the pre-sale. Like, it'll most likely be all the VIPs and just like also regular seating. Now, once you finally secure tickets, oh, another tip, I want you to be aware of Ticketmaster Platinum tickets, okay? Platinum tickets will be put up, especially like 30 minutes later. Ticketmaster will take those tickets, they'll see the demand, they'll see that there's so many people that they'll take like good tickets and that they'll upsell the price. So you want to be aware of those because you don't want to give into it. So once you finally click on tickets and you finally secure them and you're now in the cart, you have about 7 minutes to decide if you want those tickets. And if you want to gamble, take your chances, it's still kind of early, you can release them. And so yeah, once you're happy with your tickets and you check out, then you're good. You got your tickets. If you didn't get the tickets that you wanted, don't worry, it is possible to still get good tickets. But if you do want barricade and like front row seats, your best bet is doing ticketing that day. Like, or you're gonna have to do the Twitter route, which is very scary because there are scammers, and it's just like, trust me, I've gotten scammed before. Yes. Let's say you don't get tickets on the pre-sale day, you'll have another chance to get it on the general ticketing day. And if that doesn't work out for you, then your best bet is waiting out till days before the concert. I personally like using SeatGeek. There are always codes floating around to get like 20% off or like 15% off. Ticket prices will go down the closer the date happens. A lot of my KCON tickets, which I've gotten really close ones. The NCT 127 KCON concert, you can see how close I am, and like Haechan was like, I got in, like, we were close to the aisle seat, so we got to see Haechan and like ZB1 members. That was still really good tickets. I got that like the day before KCON on SeatGeek with the code off. So it is possible to still get really good tickets. I trust SeatGeek. Another way you can get tickets is on Instagram and Twitter. This is doable. I got my 127 The Link tour tickets on Twitter. It is possible. You really want to take all the steps possible. You want to make sure they're a real person. Even if they're a real person, they still be scamming. You want to ask for all the proofs in the world. You want to make sure that even the post doesn't look copy paste. It's really a gamble, but it's doable. There are people selling their tickets because they get better tickets. It's a thing. Oh, also I want to mention that it is possible to get tickets day of at the box office. I have not done it before, but there are people who I have seen, like, they go really early and they get their tickets, and like they're really good because sometimes Ticketmaster doesn't know the exact floor plan and they'll figure it out like days leading up to the concert, and tickets will magically appear. Tickets will magically appear out of thin air. I check Ticketmaster all the time for my faves. I'm like, let me see if there's any new seats, and floor seats will pop up. They will pop up and they won't be that crazy of a price. And not even floor tickets, sometimes just like regular like 100s close to like an extended stage, they'll pop up. That's also happened to me a number of times, and I'll catch it and I'll get my tickets. That happened to me for an Hypen. I got like right next to the stage and it was crazy. I was like, the tickets just popped up, and we happened to be in the aisle row for the Polaroid love situation, and we saw Nikki and Jake up close. Like, trust. Don't be sad if you don't get tickets. There's always a will and there is a way, I promise. Now we have our tickets, or we're gonna figure out how to get our tickets. Let's get into concert prep. Let's start with our outfits. So I know there is this idea and perception that K-pop concerts are a fashion show. They're not. Truly, they're not. I treat them like they are, but that's just my thing. It's not even necessarily a fashion show to me. I just love going in concept. That's like one of my favorite things about K-pop, is that they do concepts. So I like to show up like I'm in concept. I'll take inspo from Pinterest. I'll take inspo from my faves like comebacks. If there's a recent comeback, I'll dress like kind of in the same color scheme or like kind of the same outfit. Sometimes I'll replicate outfits. I've done them on my page that you can find them on my Instagrams. I've done some recreations, concert outfits. I also have a whole video dedicated to concert outfit ideas. It doesn't have to be extravagant. It could be straight from your closet. You can get creative, you can thrift. It's really up to you, whatever makes you feel comfortable, confident, and like just will have a good time at the concert. That's honestly the most important thing. You want to figure out if you want merch or not. This is so serious because merch will sell out. Sometimes they'll release merch the day before the concert and you can go super early, wait in the super long lines and get merch. You can go to the venue super early and get merch. It just honestly depends what time the doors open, what time they're letting people in, and that kind of thing, because I know that sometimes if you wait in the merch line, you can miss the beginning of your show. So you don't want to do that. If there's like during a ment, you want to hurry and like run and get merch, that's also a thing you can do. There is going to be merch after the show, which is kind of the thing I do, is I get merch after the show, but that's because I am like just going for a teacher. If you want the photo cards, the pickets, the like all the other like fun exclusive things that you can only get at a concert, you want to go early because those things will sell out. Let's talk about light sticks. If you're thinking of getting a light stick, get it before the concert. Honestly, that's your best bet. Light sticks are sold at your local K-pop store, on websites such as Sub K-Shop, Music Plaza LA. There's a bunch of like K-pop Bestie, like there's a bunch of shops online. You want to make sure, if it's serious to you, you want to make sure your light stick is real, because then it won't sync up to the concert and you won't be in sync with people. You could also decorate your light sticks with different covers. I got this one in Japan, so yeah, but you can get them online on Etsy. I made this one. I make light stick covers, so if you're interested, I have an Etsy account called Perry Light, so I make light stick covers for concerts, which I just think they're super fun, cute. Personalize it. You can make it match your outfit. There's also decals that you can get and put on your light stick. You can get really personal with your light stick. I love a light stick because I just like decorating things, and it's just like cute and fun, like Kuromi. It's my fave Sanrio. So yeah, and making sure you have extra batteries. Another way you can be fun and in spirit is having a picket. So this picket is from Unilin, a shop on Instagram. They make a lot of pickets for different groups and stuff, but there are also official pickets that you can get from your K-pop store at the concert and that sort of thing. They just aren't like as cute and like themed like this. This one's cinema roll themed. If you want to get noticed, this is a way to do it, because they will see their faces and be like, oh, that person is a fan of me, let me wave, like that kind of thing. Speaking of fan interactions, if you want to get an interaction, if you're going to be super up close, not even super up close, but just within eyesight and you think it's possible, make a poster. A picket is great. It shows your dedication. It shows like who you're there for, but it's not as effective as a poster. They'll read a poster and you want to do something where it's like, if they respond to it, you'll know it's for you, because other than that, you might think like, oh, like I might be delusional, they probably didn't see what my poster said or whatever. So some really good ones is like Blow Me a Kiss. That one, like I've seen TikToks and I'm like, ooh, I'm jealous, I should have done that. The one I did to KCON was Smile, and then it was like a camera, so they know like, oh, like smile for my camera please. And just like thinking about the interactions I've gotten from that at KCON, truly the poster will do it. The poster will do it. Take a poster. Make a poster. Another cute thing are name boards. They're like, you decorate them, you put their names on it. You can do it in English. Some people do it in Hangul, like whatever it may be. The name boards are really cute. It's kind of the same thing as a picket, where it won't like, it's not a guaranteed fan interaction. It's just cute for like the pictures you take outside the venue, and like if you're at Barricade, take it at Barricade with like the background, like that sort of thing. Those are just like cute. Yes. Another thing you can take is a photo card holder. I attach them to my bag. I attach them to my outfit. I have a photo card in the back of my phone. It's just like, you get to take your photo cards out that are collecting dust and you get to showcase your favorite ones. Actually, I wouldn't put your most prized possessions in these photo card holders, because the second the show starts, I throw my bag on the floor. You might sit on it, like you might bend it. People might have sticky fingers and might take them. I mentioned bags, so let's talk about the bag policy. The bag policy is actually super important. You're gonna be doing research the whole entire time until the concert is over. Whatever venue you're going to, you wanna check their bag policy. Every venue is different. But let's say they do allow clear bags. This is my favorite clear bag. I got it from TJ Maxx. So if you have a TJ Maxx, I don't know if they're still selling this, but something like this is like amazing, because one, it's clear, it fits exactly what they want, it's kind of like stylish, give or take. What really sold me is the fact that my light stick fits inside. Yep, let's check. I have my Hypen one. Light stick fits inside, and that's amazing. And then like my batteries will fit inside, my portable charger will fit inside. This has like a little thing where you can accessorize. I have a Sunny Angel in here, like, and it's just like, and you're ready to go. So that's if like they allow clear bags. This is like a really good option. And then things you want to bring to the concert, honestly, super simple. A wallet, your light stick if you want to bring a light stick. If it's super hot that day, a mini fan. A mini fan is great. And if you have VIP, you will be like waiting outside and all that sort of thing. So you want to bring a fan with you. Portable charger, that's my best friend. I love bringing a portable charger. Because I am recording, I'm using my phone a lot. You want to bring extra batteries for your light stick. Sometimes there will be like zones, like pop-ups at concerts. For example, at the Hypen concert, they did an Engine zone. So like if you had the Engine membership, like you could go and get a free photo card. It's like a concert day photo card, which is super fun. And so that's why you want to make sure you have like the membership and stuff. But they'll let you know beforehand. They'll always release information beforehand to know what's going on the day of the concert, and then you can decide how early you want to get there. Figuring out parking is actually super important. I forgot to mention parking and transportation. Some venues offer shuttles and stuff, so if you want to do that, figure that out. Figure out the parking. Parking is like my #1 enemy concert day, because that parking, $40, easily $40. So you want to figure that out. Figure out if you could get a ride, if you want to take an Uber, whatever it may be. Another thing that's like just like what happens at concerts and stuff, just to be prepared if it's your first time and whatnot, they will do fan chants. I feel like I'll just explain a fan chant, because fan chants are super fun, and it's like for the Hypen one during Go Big or Go Home, there is a dance break where the crowd will literally do the fan chant, which is just like the members' like full names and stuff, and it's really fun. And so if you know that there's a fan chant that always happens, study up on that, because it is super fun to participate in. BTS has one. Like every group has one for different songs. I know in Korea they're super serious about their fan chants. Like every song will have a fan chant. In the US, that's like super rare for people to do the fan chants. My other fan chant that isn't like a name one is one that ATEEZ does during Gorilla. So it's like we just say break the wall, or break that wall, and it's super fun, and like the whole like stadium or like venue is shaking, and it's just like something to participate in. And like I just don't want you to be confused for like why does everyone like happen to know what to say or whatever, and this isn't in the song and whatnot. So yes, fan chants exist. You want to make sure you eat and hydrate before the concert. It's super important. I know like we get carried away and we just like are so excited that we forget to eat, but food at the venue is super expensive. It takes up time, the lines are long. Water, unfortunately, like you can't bring water in, but you want to drink a lot beforehand. Use the bathroom. Just prioritize your needs. It's super important. I know that concerts can be super exciting, but you want to make sure that your needs are met and that you can have a good time. So I think I've covered all the bases. I'm sorry if this is a super long video. I hope I answered all of your questions and have prepared you and set you up to get those barricade tickets, because I want everyone to get them. If you have any other questions, please leave them down below. Maybe I'll do a part 2. I feel like I've covered a lot. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.